This is a split stance deadlift, or sometimes called a kickstand deadlift. It's a single leg deadlift variation, but it allows you to lift a little bit more weight and put a little more load on that one leg than a traditional one where you have to completely balance on one leg. So let me show you what it's all about. So in a regular one-legged deadlift, right, we're usually doing something like this, and there's a huge challenge to your balance, but that is going to limit how much you can really load that leg. So what we're going to do here is, instead of my regular deadlift stance, one leg goes a little bit back, and we're going to talk about the placement of that in a sec. And it's going to force that front leg to do as much of the work as possible. So that's the basics. So here's a couple things that you want to think about to really set this up properly. So one is going to be your foot placement. Maybe come in just a little bit for this. So the tendency here is to want to make this really, really big, okay? What I'm looking to do is I want to set my feet how I would do for a normal deadlift, squeeze my bum, lock that in, and then just kick my foot back a little bit, okay? That's pretty much where it needs to be. The key thing is we want to have our back leg far enough out that it's not interfering with the bar, and it forces our front leg to do as much of the work as possible, but we want it to be not that far back to where it's still pretty easy to keep my hips pointing straight ahead and to fully squeeze my bum at the top. If this leg is too far back, it gets really difficult to actually stand all the way up. Like, I can't even do that. This leg can't get straight with my glutes squeezed and standing all the way up. So I just need it to be a little bit back so I can actually get into this position. The second thing you want to think about with this is keeping your hips as square as possible. So the tendency is to rotate a little bit toward the back leg, all right? And I need to not do that. I need to keep my body just like I was doing a regular deadlift. So as I come down, I need to be here and not twisted out a little bit to the side. Otherwise, this is just like your regular deadlift, as long as you are conscious that almost all of your weight and all of the work is being done off that front leg. This one, again, is just a kickstand. It's just giving you a little bit of balance. So you want to keep that weight forward instead of relying on that back leg and almost coming back and up like I just did there. The last thing with this is, for a lot of people, it's very difficult to do this while keeping a perfect back posture and keeping everything square and locked in right from the floor. It can be a little bit awkward. So if that is you, all you want to do is put some small blocks or even some plates underneath the bar just to raise it up maybe 3, 4, 5 inches, and that'll make it a lot easier if you are tall or have some flexibility limitations to actually do this movement properly, make sure it feels really crisp, and where you don't have to kind of reach for the bar and bend your back in a not so great way. So anyway, that is the split stance or kickstand deadlift. Great exercise as a supplemental single leg thing for your kind of glute and hamstring development.